Taurus, heads up, this is for you. Okay, let's see what we got to say about you. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Ascendant. Well, it looks like Taurus is kind of, I would say they're having a hard time either being a mom or with their mom. All right? And it's not that they're not good moms. There may be some issues that have come up with their kids that have made them, stressful, struggling. Maybe they're not telling the whole truth. Maybe you haven't trusted them on some issues. Maybe their behavior has been less than integral. So I'm going to say that, you're going to be going through some struggles when it comes to your kids, all right? Or your own mother. So likely more your kids, though, to be honest with you. However, if it is a mother, it would be a mother that is digressing somehow, and maybe even a mother with dementia or Alzheimer's or some sort of mental health issues, okay? So that will be happening for sure. Let's see. You won't feel like getting into it. You won't feel like putting a lot of energy into it, and you're going to try to shirk it and try to ignore it, but it won't let you. So you're going to have to come back to it and figure out what to do. I think you're probably going to cave, so you might as well stop and think about whatever it is you're resisting, or whatever it is you don't want to do, or whatever it is you're struggling and I would say fighting with, or trying to avoid the fight. You're going to have to face it no matter which way you look at it. So go ahead and do it. Queen of Pentacles is the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I'm going to say this is about the Taurus, or you're going to have, Taurus is going to have either a trip that they want to take, or, there'll be some sort of travel energy coming in the next few days, either for your kids, for your mother, or for yourself. And that will affect you somehow. Okay, so to me, it kind of looks like it may affect your money. It may affect your health. Okay, one of those two things. You might be also having some trouble getting into the swing of things regarding your workplace, regarding making money. Could be that there's too much on your plate. You can't focus. It's just not enough time in a day. And then the other thing is who's buying. Has inflation interfered with your ability to sell? I'm going to say yes, and you may be feeling it. And so I would buckle down, because the sales that you're going to get, or the promotion you're expecting to get in the next coming days, might be delayed somehow. So, you'll put a lot of effort out and not get the same return, or somebody's going to give you a hard time. Whatever you do put out, somebody isn't going to think it's good enough, and you'll have to deal with that, okay? So that is there. So the other thing is, there could be arguments in relationships, conversations that you wish you didn't have to have. Hang on a second, I'm going to put some music on here. Conversations you don't feel like having with people that are not getting it, so like you're just going round and round and round, and really you just want to return to some sort of sanity, and it's not in your home. Sorry to tell you, it may not have been in your circle, so you need to really look at who you're hanging out with, who you're putting your time and energy and effort into. And that might be why a lot of Tauruses sort of streamline most of their attention and their effort into their families, and keep their circles small, because they really can't handle stressing with everyone in the universe, right? You may find someone in the workplace or in the money-making place kind of playing you a bit for a fool. Poor leadership. Not putting their effort in. Sometimes this looks like, one partner's bringing home the money and the other partner's spending it. So be careful with that. That may be an irritation for you too. As far as health, I'm going to say that you may be dealing with something to do with your lungs, something to do with your chest, your heart, something like that. And it's not always physical. It doesn't always express itself or show itself in the physical realm right away. But sometimes your emotional state may bring on some physical problems. And then the other thing is, if you let go of things that you don't really want to put effort and energy into, and you keep your boundaries strong, you'll start feeling a little better. You may have been sick for the last, I'm going to say 2-3 months, or not feeling, your best. But the next week, I'm going to say, think you're going to shift. Something will shift, and you could be lying to yourself about the way you haven't focused as much on your personal health. So it's telling me to tell you to look to your health, look to your physical being, give your body what it wants, what it needs, take away what isn't serving your body, such as smoking, overeating, overworking, these kinds of things that stress the body out. Reduce the stress and you'll feel a whole lot better. I don't see one job for you. I do see more than one job, or more than one area where you're going to bring in some money. It may be necessary for that to be, again, with all the bills and stuff like that going on. So we got some better health. We got more money coming in. As far as relationships, I do see some struggles and arguments in relationships. So let's see what else I got here. Some of you have these really perfect relationships where you just get through stuff really easy. And that's often because one of you has taken the leadership role and the other one has succumbed to it. But in this case, I'm going to say those that are not in those types of relationships, where two people are still struggling to see who's the boss, who's wearing the pants, there's going to be some arguments. And it might not only just be with lovers, it could be with, those that you love, your children, your adult children, close friends, sisters, siblings, brothers, that type of thing. So those of you that are single, it tells me to get you out dating. This is going to be a really good time for you to meet up with different people. At the very least, even if you don't find someone you want, you're going to get some practice on smoozing and flirting and that kind of thing. So that looks good. Okay, let's see. You got a couple of major arcana cards in your workplace energy. They're all in reverse. This does tell me that unless you're doing what you love, you will not love what you're doing, and money won't come as easy. And even if it does come, you'll have so many expenses. It'll be a cyclic of work and paying bills and not being so happy. So I'm being told to tell you to take a good look at that and maybe try to adjust your sails there. Try to get out of it. So if you are in a job like that, I'm sorry to tell you, but it looks like it's going to take at least 3 months before you can even look at it. And some of you might even be in whatever position. If you're in a job you don't really like right now, it could be if you're still in it in 3 months, sorry to tell you, it'll be 3 years before you can get out. So some of you, like I said, may have to look at, working 2 jobs, the one that you love and the one that you have to have.